Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Batman Games Guide. Today, we will be going over LEGO Batman. Not that one, this one. Batman has many great games that I've decided to make this multi-part video series split by era and series. Part 1 was all of the retro Batman games. Check that out if you haven't already. Future parts will cover Arkham and then all the other Batman games. With all that out of the way, let's get started. LEGO Batman is one of my all-time favorite games. It was actually my first ever video game. I got better at reading just so I could read through my guidebook on this game. I'm extremely biased, but I highly recommend this game. It holds a special place in my heart. Unlike other LEGO games, LEGO Batman has its own original story. It takes a lot of inspiration from the comics and combines it with the classic LEGO charm. This is before they started voice acting these games, so all the cutscenes are very silly. Honestly, I've played this game so much that trying to play LEGO games where they talk is kind of weird to me. There are 2 different story modes you get to play through. First is the Hero mode, where you play as Batman and Tim Drake's Robin, taking down various villains. After you complete all of those missions, you'll unlock the Villain story, where you get to play all of the previous levels, but from their POV. The plots are simple, but incredibly fun. Let's get into the gameplay. If you've ever played a LEGO game before, the logic is very simple. Break everything, and then build new things. You have a simple attack that you can use to fight enemies and break objects. When you see pieces that jump up and down, you hold down a button to build something new. If you ever feel like you don't know what to do next, just break everything you can. There are a couple of levels where you will be using vehicles. There are 3, one for each major level section: car, boat, or plane. These levels are honestly really annoying. It's kinda hard to see where you're going, and it's even worse in co-op because it stretches out the screen more. The missiles are fun, but the bombs you drag around are a pain. It's hard to maneuver, and if it touches anything, it blows up. If you want 100% this game, don't even try to get all the studs while collecting canisters, because I died so much I couldn't get enough studs even after destroying everything. Outside of these levels, the game is perfect. Since you are Batman, you get access to some of his iconic tools. The Batarang is useful if you want to break things that are out of reach. I play the Wii version where you use the motion controls to aim the Batarang. You'll also be able to use your grappling hook in certain areas to move up. Occasionally, you'll build these platforms which make new suits for Batman and Robin appear. These all have unique abilities to help you through levels. Each character has 4 suits. Batman's suits are Demolition, Glide, Sonic, and Heat Protection. Demolition lets Batman place bombs, which can blow up shiny metal objects. Glide allows Batman to glide after jumping, which helps with reaching faraway places. Sonic can break glass, and Heat Protection lets Batman touch and walk through hot objects. Robin's suits are Technology, Magnet, Attract, and Water. Technology lets Robin interact with these panels on the wall, which then allows him to control a little car. This car can go into different places and is usually used to trigger switches. The Magnet suit lets Robin walk up metal surfaces. Attract lets Robin vacuum these colorful pieces, which can be put into a machine to build something useful. Water is a diving suit that lets him sink down and walk to the bottom of water areas. After you have beaten story mode on a level, you'll unlock Free Play. Free Play allows you to bring multiple characters that you have unlocked so that you can collect all the achievements. The villain characters especially have a lot of useful abilities, such as double jump, gliding, strength, and mind control. Specific villains will have unique abilities, like Mr. Freeze being able to freeze objects that have blue sparkles around them. If you are looking to 100% the game, there are certain requirements you have to meet in each level. First off is getting the superhero or supervillain achievements. When you collect studs, you'll fill up this bar at the top of the screen. When it fills up, it will say superhero or supervillain, depending on what level you are doing. The next thing is canisters. By finding hidden areas, you can collect canisters that build something at the end of the level. There are 10 in each level. The last thing is red bricks. There is only 1 per level, but you usually have to do something a bit more complicated to find them. These unlock extra abilities that you can buy on the Bat computer. Outside of levels, you'll be spending a lot of time in the Bat Cave. This will be your main hub. Vehicles are how you'll access your levels. If you move to the other room, you can go to the Bat computer. This is where you can unlock new characters, special modes, lore, etc. There's a trophy room, which is where the canister items will be displayed. If you collect all of these, a new elevator will open up and let you go to the manor. It's just the outside, and you can unlock some mini games. Honestly, for all the work I did to unlock it, it's very underwhelming. If you go back, there's a screen with a lever next to it. This is how you switch to villain mode. This hub area is Arkham Asylum. There's a room with villain vehicles where you can access their levels. In another room, you can create a custom LEGO character using a variety of different pieces. I love this game so much and highly recommend it if you've never played it. 10 out of 10 game, perfect for all ages. LEGO Batman is available on Wii, PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, PSP, and PC. The price is pretty good, so I highly recommend getting a copy for your collection. There's also a handheld version of the game. LEGO Batman for the DS is a completely different game. It had to simplify a lot of things to fit on the handheld hardware. The Batcave is a different layout. Levels are now through doors similar to LEGO Star Wars. The levels themselves are also completely different. Characters also have different or new abilities. Vehicle levels are from a completely top-down POV. The story has changed as well. The cutscenes are all in a more comic book format, and they cut Man-Bat and Killer Moth from the story. Don't worry though, they are included in the exclusive third story mode called Villain Hunt. This is where you hunt down villains while on a time limit, and it's exclusive to the DS version of the game. The collection items in the game are similar, but a new addition is collecting Riddler tokens. The game also has a lot of exclusive characters and versions that aren't in the console version. There are more changes that I won't go into, but if you are interested, check out this video. It goes a lot more in depth on all of these differences that this game has. I think this game has enough differences that it's worth checking out. Honestly, after looking into it for the video, I want to add it to my collection because I've always loved the first LEGO Batman. It's available on the Nintendo DS for a pretty low price online. The next game in the series is LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes. You do not need to play the previous LEGO Batman to enjoy this game. It plays very similarly to the previous LEGO Batman, but there are some differences in this sequel. This is where the series starts to drift away from just Batman to overall DC characters. You'll also be able to unlock and play a lot of the major Justice League characters. In this game, Lex Luthor teams up with the Joker to cause chaos. One notable thing that you'll notice is that the LEGO characters can talk now.
No thanks. I don't want to get joy buzzed.
Oh, don't worry. I didn't want to shake hands. I want your watch.
It's not a bad thing, but I'm personally so used to the original game that it throws me off when I hear them talk. Gameplay has changed slightly. There are still levels, but you now have an open world Gotham that you can explore and drive through. I can barely drive through this game, so my Menace to Gotham status still stands. Luckily, the vehicle levels are on rails, so I only have to focus on shooting and not driving. Co-op is now split screen due to the open world. Grappling hooks can now be used to grab and pull things rather than just checkpoints. There are manual save stations that you can use to get through levels. Some of the suits are the same, but others have changed. The glass-shattering gun is now combined with the glide suit, now named the Bat Suit. The bomb suit now also includes super strength. Batman also has 2 new suits. The sensor suit lets him turn invisible and use X-ray vision. There is new electricity suit that lets him use electricity as well as walk through it. Robin has also gained 3 new suits. He now has an acrobatic suit and an ice suit that lets him freeze water. The hazard suit functions similarly to the dive suit, but you can now spray water to put out fires. The game is very fun and gives you access to an open world Gotham. I recommend checking out this game as well. The game is available on Wii, Wii U, PS3, PS Vita, Xbox 360, PC, and mobile. Once again, we get a handheld port that is different from the console version. First off, the art style is different for the cutscenes compared to the first DS LEGO Batman. It honestly doesn't look as good as the previous one. The Bat suit is not included in this version. Gliding is now included in the default suit. Robin's acrobat suit is not in the game, but the ability is now part of his default. There are more changes that I won't really be going over today, but if you want to know more, then check out this video. The third game in this LEGO Batman trilogy is LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. You do not need to play the first 2 LEGO Batman games to enjoy this game. This is the game where it really moves away from Batman into overall DC. As the title suggests, you will be going beyond Gotham. The Batcave and Gotham are still locations, but new hub areas include the Justice League Tower, and you'll be exploring different locations in space. The main villain for this game is Brainiac and some mind-controlled lanterns. This game is still similar to the last 2 LEGO Batman games, but let's go over what's new. First off, Batmite will be giving you your tutorials, which is a fun addition. Suits are a bit different because they are now collected through coins rather than the pads you would use previously. Once you pick up a suit, you can access it at any point for the rest of the game. Batman can now glide in the regular suit rather than needing a specific suit. The sensor suit now gives you clues on top of its other abilities. Robin's hazard suit, where he vacuums items, is now resistant to toxic waste. Walking through toxic waste makes the characters slow down a bit more now. His techno suit has new minigames that he is able to use it for. A new suit is the illumination suit that makes him glow in dark places. That's pretty much it. There are also some new collectibles. Rather than you rescuing civilians, you now rescue Adam West from different locations. For those of you who are unaware who this is, Adam West was the actor for Batman in the 60s TV show. There is also something called lantern plates that you can collect. If you are a fan of DC as a whole, or looking to learn a bit more about the many characters in the DC universe, I recommend trying out this game. The game is available on Wii U, PS3, PS4, PS Vita, Xbox 360, Xbox One, 3DS, PC, and mobile. Finally, we have LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. I am limited in what I can tell you about this game because I can't afford a copy right now. But I'll go over some of the stuff shown in trailers to let you know what this brand new game is like. From what I can tell, you do not need to play the LEGO Batman trilogy to enjoy Legacy of the Dark Knight. Based on trailers and different reviews, this game attempts to combine every version of Batman into one world and story. There are references to everything you can think of hidden around this open world map of Gotham. It will combine famous movie cutscenes like using the Tim Burton penguin, but in the scene from Matt Reeves' The Batman. The gameplay is also very reminiscent of the Arkham series. It has different difficulty options though, if you're worried about these games getting a little too difficult for you to play. The game truly looks like a love letter to Batman, and I'm dying to play it myself. If I ever get my hands on a copy, I'll probably stream it on my Twitch, so check that out. The game is about $70 or $90 for the deluxe edition with extra costumes and DLC. Insane pricing for a LEGO game, but there is a lot of content to get your money's worth. The game is available on PS5, Switch 2, and Xbox Series X and S. There are a couple of LEGO Batman movies and specials you can look into if you're craving more content of him in LEGO form. Bricks, Bats, and Bad Guys is a silly short film you can find on YouTube. LEGO Batman, the movie, is honestly the best Batman movie. It's so funny, it references every other version of Batman. I won't spoil anything if you've never seen it, but it's so iconic, you have to go watch it if you haven't already. Highly recommend. The last LEGO Batman special is LEGO Batman Family Matters. I hoped that maybe this could be some fun Bat family content. It is not. The moment quote-unquote Damien appeared on screen, I thought it was Tim. After seeing how they were writing him, I gave up on watching 15 minutes into the movie because it was just that bad. Don't bother watching this, even if you are a big Red Hood fan like I am. That concludes part 2 of the Batman Games Guide. Check out part 1, where I cover the retro Batman games if you haven't already. I'll be working on the Arkham series next. I'm currently streaming Arkham Knight on my Twitch, so you can go watch those streams while you wait for part 3. Like and subscribe if you want more game series guides. I'm always open to trying out new series, so leave a comment if there's something specific that you want to see next. I'll see you all in part 3. Till next time. Bye-bye!